This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
And so what you're saying to me, Mrs. Tate, is although you had a gun, you didn't shoot it. You had a knife and you didn't use it. You had a brick and you didn't throw it. Is that what you're asking me to believe, Mrs. Tate?
Chester, is this my lawyer? Well, why is he yelling at me? I thought he was supposed to be on our side.
Mrs. Tate, I'm pretending to be the prosecuting attorney, so you get used to it when you're in court.
Well, are you going to yell at me like that when we go to court? Because if you are, I'm not going.
No, I won't, Mrs. Tate. I promise I'll be very nice. The prosecutor will probably yell.
Oh, well, who is the prosecutor?
I don't know yet.
Oh, well, Chester, when you hire the prosecutor, make sure it's someone nice.
Mrs. Tate.
You see, I was just telling Chester, I don't think we really need a lawyer or a case or any of this. See, I thought I would just go to the jury and tell them I'm innocent. They'll believe me.
Jess.
Chester, all my life, people have always believed me. See, I have that kind of face. My mother once said to me, Jessica, with a face like that, you could get away with murder. So, you see, I was just thinking, Mr. Magoo.
Malou.
Right. You see, I thought...
Mrs. Tate, why don't you go inside and join the rest of the family? Tell me, Tate, is this the way she generally is, or has she had a couple of Boilermakers?
No, that's pretty much Jessica.
You see, I usually rely upon putting my client on the stand to testify in their own defense. But I mean, in this case, put her on the stand? You might as well strap her in, shave her head, and attach the electrodes right there. Oh, we better look for some character witnesses amongst the rest of the family. We've got to find something to save her neck.
Everyone, this is E. Ronald Malou. He'll be handling Jessica's case. Thank you all for coming.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please, sit down.
Benson.
Now, you were very kind to come on Mrs. Tate's behalf. What we're looking for are good character witnesses. So please remember, if there is anything in your past that might discredit you, tell me now. I don't want to call you as a witness, only to have the prosecution reveal something about you that's embarrassing that I didn't know. Now, Mrs. Campbell?
Jessica is the dearest, most wonderful, kind, good-hearted sister there ever was. And she didn't do it.
Oh, that's very nice, Mrs. Campbell. But I think the jury might find your testimony a little partial. But thank you anyway. Mr. Campbell, where's Mr. Campbell?
See that? I am invisible. He doesn't know where I am.
He doesn't know who you are. There he is.
Mr. Campbell.
Hello?
Peter was your son. Do you think your sister-in-law could have killed him?
Absolutely not.
Good. Now, he could be a very important witness. You see, the victim's father testifying on behalf of the accused. Now, what makes you so... What makes you so certain that your sister-in-law couldn't have killed him?
One, she has red hair.
I beg your pardon?
And two, I have never seen her do or say anything suspicious.
Well, Mr. Campbell, I'm sure that the prosecutor would point out to you that she wouldn't do or say anything suspicious with you standing there.
No. She didn't know I was there. She couldn't see me. You see, it was while I was invisible.
Oh, Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Campbell. Terrific. Invisible? Put him on the stand, we might as well throw a bag over her head and tell the squad to fire right there. Danny?
Yeah. Look, I'll testify.
No, wait. He can't testify.
Why not? I know Aunt Jessica didn't do it.
With the kind of work that you do, how will that look to a jury?
Ah, come on. It's not gonna make any difference to them.
That won't make any difference. The kind of people you work for?
Well, for God's sakes, what does he do? Work for gangsters?
That's right.
I think your Uncle Chester has a point. Next, Jody.
I don't think I ought to testify.
Why?
I'm gay.
Oh. Well, these are more liberal times, Jody. I don't think that would matter.
Last month I tried to commit suicide.
A suicidal homosexual? You certainly have your hands full. I'm sorry, Jody. Next, Chuck. Where's Chuck? Now, Chuck, you are the deceased brother.
That's right, and I'm Bob.
Is there any reason that you can't
That
testify?
is Bob D.O.B. Bob, as you please. He's talking to me. Yes, well, he's making a big mistake. Will you just shut up? Well, don't tell me to shut up, you moron.
Don't call me a moron.
Jerk.
Jerk, I tell you, I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna tell you. Just shut up. I'm not gonna talk to you.
He's talking to a doll.
No, actually, he's arguing with the doll.
Well, that's wonderful. I have for character witnesses Al Capone, Tinkerbell, Punch and Judy, and the Invisible Man.
Is there something wrong?
Jessica, the Campbells have been no help at all.
No help? Well, you see, we don't usually have murder suspects among our relatives to help. You see, we haven't had much practice in helping killers. Got it?
Listen, you lunatic!
What? That's all right. Let him go. Let him go. Don't hold him. Can't see me now.
Please, please, hold it down. This is no help to Mrs. Tate. I mean, she's got all the evidence against her. It's important that the jury see a very close-knit family. Please, I beg of you. We don't have an awful lot going for us. Now, the Tate family. Is there anyone in the Tate family who cannot appear on the witness stand?
Have you met the Major?
No, I haven't.
Major!
Yep.
This is Mr. Malou, an attorney.
Glad you're here, Adjutant. It's about time we court-martial some of these panty-waist mama's boys who go over the hill. If we shoot a couple of them, it'll set an example for the other men. Carry on.
Oh, my God.
That's Jessica's father.
Uh-huh. Okay. Eunice,
Yes.
is there anything that could damage your testimony?
No.
Want a bit?
Nobody knows.
Knows what?
I know.
What do you know?
You're the only one who knows.
I don't know. If I know, you never know who else knows.
You know, you're right.
I know.
I can't testify.
I know. How about you?
What about me?
How long have you worked for the Tates?
Forever.
Do you have any secrets?
Of course I got secrets.
Well, can you tell me?
Well, if I told you, they wouldn't be secrets.
Could you appear on the stand?
Yes.
Terrific. Now, Mr. Tate.
I love it. A man who leaps on anything with a heartbeat and he can testify?
That's enough, Bert.
Of course, if he'd been invisible like me, no one would know. Then, I don't know, I wonder if an invisible man can do... There it is, something we have to test later on.
Mr. Malou, I can't testify.
Why not?
Well, my ex-mistress may report some illegal stock manipulations to the SEC. Actually, in a few days, I may be needing your help. I was wondering, do you have family rates?
Oh, Betsy, please don't go. I need you for a witness.
Bert, you can't go.
Mary, I gotta go.
Bert, you promised to talk to the doctor.
It's a bad idea. I'm in a lot of danger here.
What are you talking about? It's Dr. Medlow. He's your friend. You know him.
Mary, please. He's a psychiatrist, right?
Right.
Right. I said I would come down here. I thought all I would have to do is just show up and become invisible for him. But now I'm getting nervous. And when I'm nervous, I perspire. And when I perspire, I get wet. And when I'm wet, I cannot make myself invisible. Now, suppose he wants a demonstration and I can't give it to him. Being a psychiatrist, he's going to say, this guy's a loon. Let's lock him up. I got a lot of work to do in my investigation. I can't take a chance. It's too risky. I'm sweating and I'm leaving.
Bert, you're not invisible. You cannot make yourself invisible. You have never been invisible. You will never be invisible. Never, never.
All right, Mary, that's it. I've had it. I am gone.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Campbell, how nice to see you again. Well, let's see, Mr. Campbell. The last time you were here, you were having some problems with impotency.
Cured. You know what I mean?
Oh, wonderful. So then, what brings you here?
Well, Mary has something that she wants to talk to you about.
Oh, Mrs. Campbell?
Well, Bert hasn't been himself lately.
In what way isn't he himself, Mrs. Campbell?
He thinks he's invisible.
He thinks he's invisible.
Yes. Darling, show the doctor how you make yourself invisible. Did you do it yet, Bert? Have you made yourself invisible?
Mrs. Campbell, how long have you considered your husband invisible?
I don't consider him to be invisible. He considers himself to be invisible.
See, you don't believe it at all?
No.
Not just a teeny bit, perhaps.
No. Bert. Bert.
That's all right, Mrs. Campbell. Now, you and I can have a nice, quiet talk. Mr. Campbell, are you all right?
I don't understand that. Yesterday, I could have walked right through it. It's because I'm wet. Also, you may have a whole different magnetic zone down here. I'll check it out for you. Don't worry, I can use the doorknob. See you.
Oh, my goodness. He thinks he's invisible.
That's what I've been telling you.
I've never seen that before. Invisible.
What can be done?
Well, in the movie, Claude Rains covered himself with a bandage from head to foot and wore sunglasses.
Dr. Medlow.
I'm sorry. Well, this is an acute reactive psychosis, which we do see. I suggest we consider putting him into the Neuropsychiatric Institute for observation.
You mean put him away? Oh, but he's harmless.
Well, at the moment, yes.
I don't know.
Well, think about it, Mrs. Campbell. Now, I'll call you tomorrow, but do think about it. I mean, anyone who entertains the idea that he might be invisible really needs help.
I know. That's why I came here.
I'll call you tomorrow, Mrs. Campbell. Mr. Campbell, is that you?
Corinne, I want to talk to you. Please, Corinne. My, this is nice. It's, light. How many rooms do you have?
Look, you didn't come here to sublet the apartment.
Right. Well, of course not. I came here to talk.
That's something you had 23 years to do.
That's true, but, Corinne, it just wasn't quite that simple. Well, you see, Daddy and I decided that we would tell you about your adoption just as soon as you were old enough to understand. And, well, it would have been silly to tell you before then. I mean, easier, but silly. And, well, when you were old enough, Daddy and I thought about it, and we decided to wait. Because, Corinne, it was that exact month that you were having braces put on your teeth, and you were very upset about that. And you were also terribly upset because you were the first girl in your class to get a bra, and the boys were snapping the back of it. You see, Corinne, Daddy and I just didn't want to upset you anymore that month.
Well, what about the next month?
Well, you were still upset about your braces.
And after that?
Pimples.
And then?
Your first period.
And then?
I was afraid. Oh, Corinne, I loved you the way I loved all my children. And I was afraid that if I told you who you were and where your real parents were, you'd leave and go to them. Which was not too unlikely at the time, Corinne, because you blamed Daddy and me for your braces and your bra and your pimples and your period. I lived through your drinking shoe polish and eating a worm. I made ballerina costumes and baked birthday cakes, and I laughed with you when you dressed the dog in Eunice's clothes. And I cried with you when Johnny Carrington left you in the 7th grade for that hussy Rita Lewis. Because you were my child. And you were no less my child than had you come from my womb. Corinne, love does not come from having shared the same body. Love comes from having shared a lifetime. I'm on trial for my life now, and I know most people would say that's the most important thing in the world. But it's not. The most important thing in the world to me right now is that once I had a little girl, and now she's gone. I'm going to go now, and I just want you to think about what I said. Your room is still there?
Well, look who's here. The Yale bird. Ha! You have no business to be in my house.
Ma.
Yes,
Quiet,
dear.
Corinne. You kept my child away from me for 23 years. For 23 years I couldn't be with my baby. And I want you never to set foot near her again. I want you to go now.
23 years? Well, you think about that. Because all I know is that if anyone had taken my baby away from me, I would have moved heaven and earth to find her. And it wouldn't have taken 23 years. Ha!
Well, I can just imagine what she told you. It must have been some beautiful story about how she loved you and how you were her child and how she loved you just as much as all her other children. But don't you see, Corinne, she had a reason to come here and say all that. Her high-priced lawyer told her she mustn't let you testify against her. Everything she said, Corinne, she said to save her own neck. She lied, Corinne.
Who is it?
It's me. I got your message, Walter. What is it? Where's your wife?
Marilyn's at the hairdresser's. You won't believe this. Just look at this.
Oh, adorable, Walter. You called me over here in the pouring rain to look at your speech?
It's the wrong envelope. Just wait. Here. Look at these. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
They said they had pictures. They weren't bluffing.
Oh, my God, Walter. If anyone ever saw these, I mean, I'm shocked and I'm in them.
They want $50,000, Eunice.
Walter, do I look like that?
Eunice, come on.
Well, do I? Do I look that fat?
From that angle, yeah.
Oh, God, I just look awful. I look like I'm 110 years old.
A man sitting in a tree doesn't take flattering pictures, Eunice.
Well, then we have a family photographer, Ben Evans, who's taken gorgeous pictures of me.
Eunice.
What?
They want $50,000. Who is it?
Me.
Oh, my God, it's Marilyn. Hi. There. What? Who is it?
Me.
I didn't order tea. I ordered coffee. Take it back.
Walter, you jerk, it's Marilyn. Now open the damn door.
Right away, dear. I just have to put this in the briefcase. Hi.
What's the matter with you?
I thought you were at the hairdresser.
He couldn't take me. Exactly the way I feel about you sometimes.
Listen, let's have lunch, huh?
Good morning, Walter.
Well, let's have breakfast.
I just had some.
Well, I'll have breakfast and you can watch.
Walter, I don't want to go out.
Where are you going?
Open the window, get some air in here.
No, air, no, I hate air. Air here is just awful. The city has the worst air in the world.
And how about some light, Walter?
No light. The light's worse than the air for my eye condition.
What eye condition?
Blue. Blue eyes are very sensitive to light. You know.
So sit in the closet.
Oh, come on. Oh, my God.
What?
It's raining. Woo.
So what?
Oh, my God.
Walter.
Are you all right?
I hate heights.
Don't look down.
What?
Nothing.
Walter, you just said something.
No, I was talking to the pigeons. I hate pigeons. They're filthy things. What?
Your speech, sir.
What about my speech?
I'm here to pick it up for the press.
Oh, right, yeah. Here you go. Oh, okay. Here.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Walter, what the hell's the matter with you?
What are you talking about?
You're acting so strange, so jumpy.
I am not.
What's this?
Give me that. Oh, it's my speech. Oh, my God. That means that he's the pictures.
What pictures?
Publicity pictures.
Will Bert be committed, or will life continue to be a snap for him? Will Corinne go to Jessica or stay with Ingrid? What will Corinne do on Mother's Day? Will Malou defend Jessica without character witnesses? Or will he put Al Capone, Tinkerbell, and the Invisible Man on the stand? Will Eunice get off the ledge? Will Congressman McCallum get the pictures back? If he doesn't, will Eunice want to get off the ledge? These questions and many others will be answered on next week's episode of Soap. In last week's episode of Soap, Bert, who thinks he's invisible, went to see Dr. Medlow. Since he isn't really invisible, Dr. Medlow saw Bert. And from what he saw, he suggested to Mary that she see about having him committed. While Eunice hid on a ledge to avoid being caught by Congressman McCallum's wife, a nervous McCallum mistakenly gave the blackmailer's photographs to the New York News. In these photos, he and Eunice are definitely overexposed. Confused? You won't be after this week's episode of Soap. This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
knocked twice. I figured they meant on the door. Watch your step, it's slippery.
Thank you.
Gee, this is incredible. I know the cops are cracking down, but you girls have to go through this. Hey, listen, I'm not complaining. I think the wet look is sexy. Well, you broke my spine. What the hell's the matter with you, Eunice? Throwing boxes all over the place.
Well, how in the world was I supposed to know you were in there?
You sure took your time getting here.
Took my time? I'm standing on a ledge in a rainstorm and I took my time? What was I supposed to do? Jump down 38 floors on the messenger to stop him?
No, my luck you'd miss.
Walter!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so upset over these pictures. Look, you take that side, I'll take this. Hope I can get an appointment with my chiropractor. I think I broke my spinal cord.
Look, Jackie Onassis, what in the world is so terrific about her?
I don't know, Eunice.
I mean, I'd really like to know what everyone gets so excited about. Look at that, her eyes are too far apart. She's got a jaw like Dick Tracy.
Eunice! Hurry, they'll be back from lunch.
Oh, for God's sake, Walter. You know that a researcher at Cornell University claims that popcorn causes heart attacks? Popcorn! 2 monkeys dropped dead of heart attacks after eating popcorn. Sorry.
Eunice!
Actually, it probably wasn't the popcorn that killed the monkeys. It was probably the movie they were watching.
Eunice?
Just trying to lighten things up for him.
It's got to be in one of these. Give up, we'll never find them.
Oh, no, please, Walter. If the press ever gets those pictures.
There'll be a scandal, and I will no longer be a candidate for the Senate. And I'll lose my seat in the House. Marilyn will leave me. You know something, Eunice, it might not be so bad. I mean, think about it. No more campaign, no more speeches, no more polls, no more rat race. And Marilyn leaving me, that's something I wanted anyway. I mean, I'd be a free man. You'd be free. We'd both be free.
And broke.
Oh, so what? Oh, we'll move to an island. We wouldn't need money. We live on coconuts and bananas.
Oh, in the Caribbean. Oh, let's make it an island in the Caribbean.
Aruba. I hear that's nice.
Aruba, yes. Oh, Walter, how wonderful to live on an island. Oh.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we could open a hotel.
I could cook. I'm a wonderful cook.
What a life. I mean, nothing but beauty and sunshine and calm.
Oh, Walter, when do we leave?
Right away.
Oh.
Oh, you know something, Eunice? I'm glad this happened. I'm really glad. So now we can live, never be apart. Together forever.
Hey, aren't you the guy?
Is that my envelope?
Yeah.
I've got it. We're saved. We're saved. I've got it.
Walter, what about Aruba?
Well, in the middle of my campaign, I'd lose my seat in the House. I could be a senator, Eunice. We'll go sometime for a weekend. It'll be fun.
Good morning.
Jody, have you seen Bob?
Bob who?
Bob. My Bob.
Oh, Bob!
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what happened. I was in the bathroom. He was still sleeping, and when I came back, he was gone.
Maybe he ran away.
No, I just
I just have this awful feeling something happened to him.
Chuck, why don't you sit down? I want to talk to you.
I can't, Jody. I can't sit down and talk. Bob is missing.
Well, maybe by the time we finish talking, Bob might turn up.
You do know where he is, don't you?
Sit down, Chuck.
All right. Where is he? What did you do with him?
Listen, Chuck, recently I've been getting some very nasty notes like that one. That's vicious, Chuck. That hurts. And they're all signed Bob Campbell. Yes.
Well, I'll have a talk with him.
Chuck, why are you sending me these notes?
What are you talking about, Jody? You just said Bob was sending these notes.
Chuck, you are Bob.
And if he is, I'm going to sit down and really give him hell for it, that's for sure.
Chuck, for God's sakes, you can't talk to him. You are him. Every time I try to talk to you, Bob answers, Chuck.
Hello there. I'm Gregory What's the matter, Jody? You look upset.
I'd like to talk to Chuck.
Oh, how about talking to me? I'm in season, sleep, just like Bob.
No. I understand all. I don't believe this. I'm having a conversation with a grapefruit here. Chuck, look, Chuck, it's food, Chuck. See? What? It's just food. Chuck, if you're joking, cut it out. I just would like to talk to you.
Olé! As one fruit to another.
Look, Chuck. Look, it's food. See? It's food, Chuck. You need help, Chuck.
Hello there. I see English muffin.
Chuck, no, look, Chuck. See? It's food. See, Chuck, it's food. Chuck, you really can see a doctor, Chuck. Chuck! For God's sakes, Chuck, listen to me, would you? Nobody wears a Windsor knot anymore.
I'm gonna heat up some bagels. Anybody want one?
No, thanks.
I'll talk to you later, Chuck.
I love bagels. Love them, Even though they are one of mankind's most dangerous foods, which is something most people don't know. For instance, there's absolutely no safe way to slice a bagel, except maybe you get somebody to do it for you. I mean, you have no idea how many people have sliced an index finger in half along with a bagel. I mean, you go to any synagogue. I mean, you'll see a majority of the congregation has a finger missing. Bagels. And of course, there's being electrocuted. I mean, you put a bagel in a toaster, right? One half's always a little too fat. You squeeze and you push it in anyway, right? Then it won't come up. Starts to smoke. You stick a knife in and get it out. The lights go out in town and you do a jig. Which is why I always use the oven and a lot of butter. And some butter here. There we go.
You're really sick. I got a hose in there. You're gonna kill me. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you killed Peter. Yeah. You try to choke Chuck through his knee. You're sick. You know that? You know that little light stays on, does it? Yeah.
Tonight?
Not tonight, Elaine.
What time?
Elaine, I said not tonight.
I'll be ready at 8.
Elaine, I think it's time we had a talk.
Oh, please don't. I mean, it's not one of your strong points.
Listen, Elaine, you're a very nice person with a tremendous amount of stamina. And I really appreciate you saving my life and everything, but I think that we shouldn't see each other anymore.
Really?
Yes. You see, the truth is, I'm not in love with you. And I'm never gonna be in love with you, so why continue? I mean, you don't want a guy around just because you saved his life and he's grateful. Plus which, you're killing me physically. And that's all I want to say.
Fine. I'll see you at 8.
Elaine, didn't you hear what I just said? It's over.
I heard, and it's not over. I'll see you tonight.
Elaine, you won't be seeing me tonight. Tonight or any other night.
Fine. Then I'll go tell Daddy to kill you.
That's taking it well. Listen, Elaine, come on. You're not in love with me. Why do you want me around?
You're cute. You're terrific in bed. And as long as you don't open your mouth, I can pretend you've got a brain. So why not come at 8? We'll have dinner.
That does it, Elaine. That's it. I am not coming back ever. Goodbye.
Then my father will kill you.
I don't know about that.
Danny, how are you?
I'm fine, Mr. Lefkowitz.
So, what's up, Danny?
I came to talk to you about Elaine.
Oh, no kidding. I was just going to talk to you about the same thing.
Well, you see, we've been seeing a lot of each other lately, Elaine and me, and what it gets down to is
I know. Listen, you remember that little favor I said you still had to do?
Yeah?
I'm now ready to tell you what it is.
Yeah?
You are to marry Elaine. The wedding will take place next month. It'll be at the Plaza.
Oh, the Plaza.
The invitations go out tomorrow. Here's a sample.
You're serious?
Hmm? Well, one thing. I checked out your family. Some strange group, let me tell you. Danny, about your brother, the Fegula. Make sure that there's not too many frills on his tuxedo. I got relatives don't understand these things.
Mr. Lefkowitz, I don't think you understand. See, I don't love your daughter.
You will.
No, I don't love her, and I can't marry her.
Danny, when you said you couldn't kill your stepfather, we said we were going to kill you. But then my daughter interceded and saved your life. But when she did that, I told you, you still owed us a favor. Well, this is it. You either marry my daughter or I'll kill you. It's that simple. Marry Elaine or I'll blow your brains out. So, what's it gonna be?
Is it too late to kill my stepfather?
I'm home.
Hi, man.
Where are you, Bert?
I'm right here. Give me a hand, will you?
Where?
I'm right here.
Oh, my God, you are invisible. Bert, oh, Bert, wherever you are, I am sorry. I didn't know. I thought you were crazy. I didn't know you really could do it. That's why I was making plans to commit you.
Commit me?
You were in the closet.
Mary, what do you mean?
I didn't know you were in the closet. I thought you were invisible.
Commit me? Commit?
Not commit, not really commit. Commit.
Put me away? Mary, you want to put me away?
Bert, it's not putting away. It's not like the movies. It's a hospital, a regular hospital. It's not even an institution.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
What, Bert? What are you losing?
My marbles. It's like now, like right now, Mary. Everything gets so clear. I'm here, right, and you're here, and we're talking, and everything is good. But I can't keep it that way. It won't stay. I try, Mary. I really try to keep everything right the way it is, but it starts slipping. I slip, and then I go away. And I can't stop it. I try, Mary. I really try. I can't help it. And then I'm gone.
Darling. That's why you need help, you see? You need someone to help you, not go.
I'm crazy, Mary. You're married to a crazy person.
Bert, you're not crazy. You're just having a little nervous breakdown. It's more that.
Nervous breakdown, Mary. A nervous breakdown is something you have when you gain 5 pounds. This is not your nervous breakdown. This is more your 3 faces of Eve.
It's not that serious, and it's just temporary.
Actually, it's your 2 faces of Bert. I mean, it's this one, the normal one, and then the other one that goes away. I wonder how she got 3 faces.
Well, Dr. Medlow says this is just a temporary reaction to Peter's death. You just need some professional help.
I'm scared, Mary. I'm so scared of losing you. That crazy I'm not. I know I could lose you.
You won't lose me, Bert.
I'm so scared of disappearing into that other world and never coming back. Or if I do come back, you'll be gone. You run off with some nice, sensible man who drives a Volvo and doesn't disappear.
I won't be gone. I'll never be gone. And darling, that's why I was going to commit you. Because I don't want you to go into that world and not come back. I'm scared of losing you.
So this is the judge's chambers. You know, I thought it meant bloomers.
Bloomers?
Yes. You know, upstairs, downstairs, in my lady's chambers. So I thought it meant bloomers. That's why I couldn't understand when they told us to wait for the judge in his chambers.
Franklin! What the devil are you doing here? You said you couldn't defend her.
Well, I'm not here to defend. I'm here to prosecute.
He said he couldn't defend her, and he's going to prosecute her. He's not allowed to do that.
Let me get this straight. You talked to Mrs. Tate and decided not to defend her?
Right.
What's the matter with you, counselor? You could be disbarred for that.
That's right.
I've never met this woman.
Oh, laughter is so infectious.
He's lying.
I've never seen either of these people before.
This is fun.
You sure you get the right man?
Of course this is the man.
All right, I'll tell you. That was my twin brother.
The lawyer we saw?
Well, we do this to everybody all the time, and we used to drive the teachers in school crazy, you know? Nobody could tell us apart. In fact, just last year, we played quite a trick on our wives. Of course, we never told them about it. So I guess that clears up this little mystery. I mean, I've never seen either of you before in my life. But I have seen you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. 10 years ago, the Dobrich case. You know, I had that one all sewn up until the last day when you came in with that surprise witness who I know lied through her teeth. Of course, the jury fell for it, her being a nun. I vowed that I'd get even with you, Malou. Well, here I am. And oh, boy, have I got a winner this time.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, God.
Take it easy, Tate. Take it easy. What's past is past.
What?
It was only $40,000. What's $40,000?
I invested it for him and lost it.
Oh, my God.
You must be Mrs. Tate.
How do you do, Your Honor? We've never met before, but I do know your wife.
Oh, really?
Well, actually, I don't know her in the true sense of the word. You see, what happened was one day I was driving with my sister, and this person shot straight through a stop sign and almost hit me. And I said, my God, who's that maniac? And my sister said, that's Judge Petrillo's wife.
That sounds like my late wife.
Oh, God.
I should think with speeding like that, she'd be early, not late. Oh, I am so sorry, Your Honor. I had no idea.
All right.
Well, he might have said my dead wife or my deceased wife, but late usually means not on time.
Your Honor, if I may, the stock market was terrible that year. It was very erratic. Everyone lost money. I lost money.
Come now, what's $40,000? My son didn't care that much about going to college. He's doing very nicely at the taco stand.
Oh, God.
The grand jury has come down with a murder 1 indictment. I would consider reducing the charges to murder 2 with a plea of guilty.
Never.
Well, then how about reducing the charges with a plea of insanity, Counselor?
Sounds good to me. I think the whole thing's insane.
Do I love this? Do I love this case?
Your Honor, would it be all right if I ask one question?
Of course.
There is something I'm just dying to know. Why do you wear those robes?
Oh, God.
Oh, tradition, I expect, Mrs. Tate.
I'll bet anything you're hiding a perfectly lovely $300 suit under that tacky $20 robe. Let me see. Now, come on now. Let me see.
No, Mrs. Tate, really, now
Now, let me see what you've got hiding under there.
Mrs. Tate, stop it. All right. Okay, Counselor, we start selecting the jury tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Tate.
Really, Your Honor, even I lost money.
It's forgotten, Tate. It's forgotten.
Good.
After all, my father only had a couple of more years on that kidney machine. Hey, he was old, had to go sometime. See all you folks in court.
Tom?
Oh, God.
Will Danny marry Elaine? Or will he ask Mr. Lefkowitz to blow his brains out? Will Bert allow himself to be committed? And if he does, will he allow himself to be seen? Since the judge lost a lot of money, and he doesn't find it funny, and though Chester says he's sorry, and the judge says not to worry, will Jessica get the chair, even though it isn't fair, because the judge holds a grudge? These questions and many others will be answered on next week's episode of Soap.